Classic Hits, My 1059 on a Wednesday morning, Christmas Eve, and a special guest, very special guest joining us on the phone, Mr. Christopher Cross.
How are you?
I'm
nice
great.
To be on your show. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us. Chris is coming to the Alberta Bair Theater New Year's Eve with his band and the Billings Symphony Orchestra string section.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We've been doing quite a bit of this lately with playing with orchestras, and just incredibly rewarding, and just a wonderful time in my career to be doing this kind of thing. It's a real privilege to play with these musicians.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to ask you. How did this all come about that you started playing with the string sections?
Well, I've done some in the past, over time. One in Honolulu a few years ago here and there, kind of spotty, but I got a new agent in New York who specializes in symphonies, and he started getting busy and working on it, and so we've been doing quite a bit of it. We played the Columbus Symphony, the Dallas Symphony recently, and it's just going great. We have I've been working for many years on my charts and everything so that I have enough charts to play with, full orchestra for about 80-minute show. So it's great. And in the case of Billings, of course, we're just going to use strings as opposed to full orchestra, but it'll be really nice. And a lot of the songs that I have from my career, like Sailing and Ride Like the Wind and Arthur, have the strings featured on them. So the music lends itself to it.
Sure. Well, let's go back to that. You're an Oscar Award winner, a Golden Globe Award winner, and how many Grammys? Numerous Grammys. You're also the only solo artist to receive all 4 of the big 4 Grammy Awards back in, was it 81?
It was 80, yeah.
In 80, okay.
1980, right.
When you won Best Record, Best Song, Best Album, and Best New Artist. So we're definitely going to hear some of the older stuff, but I know that you have a new album coming out maybe in the spring. Is that what I heard? Did I hear that correct?
I'm probably in the summer. We won't be playing any of those songs yet. We're not really ready to kind of put them out there. And the real reason is just, as you know, with all the iPhones and YouTube and all that stuff, we want to sort of wait for the album to be completed and be released in its proper form, at least for about 10 minutes.
There you go.
What we do play is we'll play the hits, certainly, that people know, Sailing and Arthur and Laura and those things. And then we play a selection of songs from my other albums. I've made about 9 albums over the years, many of which people don't know about. So this is an opportunity when we tour to play these songs that I guess would be obscure by some standards for people. And people really enjoy it. They say that, they'll come up after the show and say, wow, I really like that song Back in My Mind or Window or something like that they hadn't heard. And, of course, they're on iTunes, and hopefully they go and grab them. But it does give me a chance to kind of showcase my entire discography as opposed to just the early songs,
Sure, and we are certainly looking forward to it. Christopher Cross, his band, and the Billings Symphony Orchestra string section, and a New Year's Eve show. That's got to be a lot of fun.
It is. We're going to do a split show. I think we're doing 2 sets with an intermission, give people a chance to kind of get out the lobby and have a little something. And so I think it's going to be a nice way to spend the evening. And obviously, I know it's a bit chilly there, and
yes.
So we'll be inside showing some music. Hearing some music, and we're looking forward to it. Like I said, every chance we get to play with these kinds of world-class musicians, we do. And the ensemble that I'm working with right now are all jazz musicians. It's very unplugged, like upright bass, acoustic piano. I play acoustic guitar, saxophone, so it's very low-volume, acoustic, unplugged kind of thing, which really lends itself to combining with the orchestra.
Sure. Are you in Nashville or are you in Texas right now?
Presently, I'm actually in Nashville right now. I'm actually going to, after we have a couple of interviews this morning, I'm going to work with Michael McDonald. He's going to be singing some vocals on my new record, the one that we spoke of earlier that'll come out in the summer. So I'm here visiting Mike, but I'm just finishing that album up at the end of the year. But I live in L.A., so I was on tour in Europe for 6 weeks and got back and got that bag packed and came back out and went to Austin to do some recording with an old friend of mine, Eric Johnson, on guitar, and I came to Nashville to work with Mike.
And Michael McDonald, of course, from the Doobie Brothers and his solo career as well. You guys are friends, right? I know you did some stuff with his tribute concert back in 2000.
Yeah, we're very, very good friends. Certainly best friends over the years. We met in the late 70s through some of the people with Steely Dan, and just became fast friends. And our children, his son and daughter, have grown up with mine. We were born at the same time. My now ex-wife, very good close friends with Amy, Mike's wife, and actually Michael's wife, Amy Holland, she had a couple of big hits in the 80s as well. She was up for Best New Artist at the Grammys when I was, and we did some guest stuff together, so I'm very close with Amy as well. So yeah, we're very close family-wise, and we obviously talk all the time. Probably my closest friend in sort of the biz,
Wow, that's really cool. What I was getting to, I guess, you're in Nashville. I'm assuming the weather there is pretty decent right now?
Yes, it's actually really beautiful today. It's cold. It's about 40 degrees, which is nothing for you guys, but it's cold here by their standards, but it is nice. It's very, very pretty. So it's good for me. I don't mind a little bit of cold. I guess for us Californians, we're going to be a little bit of a shock when we go there.
Sure, we got snow falling right now. I don't know what the forecast looks like for New Year's, but bundle up a little bit, all right?
Yeah, I guess it gets down there. Huh? How cold does it get?
I've seen it 70, 80 below with wind chill.
Okay, well, I'll be canceling the show now. I think we're such wusses living in California because it never gets below 50. So
sure,
yeah, we'll be bundled up and staying inside. But as I said, it's going to be a nice show. And then all the songs throughout the years, like Never Be the Same, and those songs that do not have strings on the records, that we've had strings scored for them, and in many cases like that, where there was a guitar solo, the orchestra actually plays the solo. So the orchestras and the strings are featured a lot. So it's a nice orchestral type show featuring my music, so I think people really enjoy it.
Yeah, I think we will too. We're looking forward to it. Christopher Cross, his band, and the Billings Symphony Orchestra string section. It's all happening New Year's Eve, 8 p.m. at the Alberta Bair Theater. Now they can call for tickets at 256-6052 or online at billingssymphony.org. And I'm actually going to give away a pair here in just as soon as we get off the phone. Mr. Cross, thank you so much for taking the time with us this morning, and we're looking forward to New Year's Eve.
Well, I appreciate the support and letting everybody know, and everybody have a wonderful holiday.